Addicts, it's Alex. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a mermaid makeup tutorial. Brittany, one of my subscribers, she requested it since she's going to be a mermaid for Halloween. So I just want to thank Brittany. Thank you so much for requesting this. I had so much fun creating this look. And now that I've done this look, I think I'm going to be a mermaid for Halloween because I think it's just so pretty and so fun. I love that I went down to the neck, into the chest area. So I think if I'm just probably just going to wear all black and like a tank top. I'm not going to get like an actual costume. I'm just going to emphasize the makeup. So if you guys want to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. The first thing that I'm going to do is go in with this Pixie by Petra Makeup Fixing Mist and spraying it all over my face. Then I'm going in with the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer and spreading that all over my face using my fingers. Next, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. I'm using the Sigma F80 brush to blend it in. So I just kind of put little dots around my face, and then I just go in and blend with the brush, and then eventually I blend with my fingers. Then we're going to go in with the e.l.f. HE Lifting Concealer, and we're going to spread some of the concealer underneath our eyes, and then blend it in with the Sigma F86 brush. So I'm just blending back and forth and around, different motions, just so I can get it all smooth. Then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder and place that underneath my eyes, right where I put the e.l.f. concealer. Next, we're going to go into Beauty Color Palette and use Star Power in our crease. I'm placing it with the Gemini Beauty Brush Set Crease Brush, so I'm just bringing it back and forth and then working my way up. Then we're going to go in with this Violence eyeshadow from the same Beauty Color Palette, and we're going to place that in the deep part of our crease. So you're going to brush it back and forth into that deep part, bringing it up a little bit and bringing it down a little bit as well. Then we're going to go back in with the crease brush without adding on any eyeshadow and just blend it back and forth so that way the deep crease and the blown out crease can blend together. And then we're going to go back in with the e.l.f. blending brush to blend in the deep crease. Next, we're going to go in with the ColourPop eyeshadow in Flower Shop, and we're going to place that on our eyelids using our fingers. So you're just going to dab it on. So I start in the center and then work my way out and then work my way inward. Now we're going to go back in with the Beauty Color Palette and use Violence again and place that in the deep crease using the e.l.f. blending brush just to make sure that we didn't lose too much color whenever we were adding on Flower Shop. Then we're going to dip our crease brush back into Star Power and then blend out the blown out crease color in with the deep crease color. Then we're going to go back in with the ColourPop eyeshadow in Flower Shop and just dab it onto our lid just in case we lost a little bit of it whenever we were putting on Violence. I do a lot of back and forth when it comes to looks like this. Then I'm going in with a makeup wipe just to clean up around the eyes. Make sure not to press too hard though, you don't want to get your foundation off completely. Then going back in with the Beauty Color Palette again, we're going to use Star Power and we're going to place that on the lower lash line using the Sigma E30 pencil brush. So I start on the outer part of my under eye area and then work my way inward. Then we're going to place Violence on the lower lash line as well, but we're going to put that right underneath our waterline, so that way you still see Star Power, and I'm using the e.l.f. flat liner brush to place it. Now we're going to go back in with the ColourPop Flower Shop eyeshadow. We're going to place that on the inner corner of our eyes, and I am using the Gemini Beauty Brush Set lip brush to place it on that inner part. So I start at the very inner part, work my way down, and then work my way up. Off camera, I went in with the e.l.f. Brow Pencil and Taupe, and then I also went in with the e.l.f. Brow Gel. Next, I went in with the Physicians Formula Shimmer Strips Purple Eyeliner and placed this on my upper and lower waterline. Then using that same eyeliner, I used it to line my eyes on the top of my lid, and I worked my way from the outer part of my eye to the inner part of my eye, and then I also created a wing. Next, we're going to go in with this Wet n Wild Groupie eyeshadow. It's like a glittery, gluey type of texture, and we're going to place that on with the e.l.f. Small Concealer brush right onto where we put the purple eyeliner, just to add a little bit of glitter to it. Then we're going to go in with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics highlighter in Deep Freeze, and we're going to place that all around our face. Pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to contour with it. So I'm starting on my forehead and around my temple, just adding in that shade, and I'm going to work my way around my face down to my jawline, and then we're also going to contour the cheekbones with it. Now we're going to go back to the Beauty Killer palette and use Violence. We're going to place this on our forehead. I'm using this large powder brush from the Harris 7-piece High Technique brush set from my makeup brush set, and I'm just blending that onto my forehead and also into where we have Deep Freeze. Then using another brush from the same brush set, I'm going to be placing Star Power on my forehead as well, just to add a little bit of different colors and textures just to make it look a little bit more duochrome. Then we're going to go back in with Violence again, so much back and forth, and we're going to go over the Deep Freeze contour that we did with this purple shade just to give it more colors and textures and whatnot. I like to mix up the colors. Then continuing on with Violence, I'm using the Sigma E36 blending brush to contour my nose. So I'm pressing it on with the brush, but then I'm also going to blend around it with my finger just a little bit, just because it got a little messy because I put too much eyeshadow on there. So be a little bit more light-handed when it comes to the nose contouring. Now we're going to go back in with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Deep Freeze highlighter. I'm going to place that around our nostrils using the Sigma E36 blending brush. Then using this e.l.f. small precision brush, we're going to place Deep Freeze on our brow bones on each side as well. Then once again, we're going to go back in with the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette and use Princess. I'm going to place that on top of Deep Freeze on our brow bones just to get it a little bit more multicolored. Then without adding any color, we're going to use this crease brush just to blend the brow bone with the blown out crease color. Using the Beauty Killer palette, again, we're going to go back in with Violence, and we're going to place this all over our neck, and then we're going to work our way down from our neck onto our chest. But you want to make sure that you're wearing a tank top or something that will expose your chest. This one's great too because it's a V-neck, so you have more area to cover, which could actually be a good or a bad thing. I think it's a good thing because you get to have more mermaidy like skin than you would if you didn't have the V-cut. So anyway, I'm just spreading this all over that area and even on kind of to my shoulders, the back of my neck, and then kind of moving my shirt around too, just to make sure in case my shirt moves, it's set. Then to mix up the color, we're going to go in with Star Power, and then I put that in like that little indentation between my, I don't even know what that is, and then in the collarbone. You guys know what I'm talking about, right below the neck. And then filling in the collarbone area, and then just kind of patting it around different areas where I put the purple, but not completely covering it, just so that has that, you know, different layered effect. Going back in with the Jeffree Star Skin Frost in Deep Freeze, we're going to put that on our collarbone and then kind of different areas of our chest. But I definitely wanted to get onto the collarbone. Even working my way outside of that tank top area, I went underneath and then pulled it out. Put in that little indentation part and then kind of just tapped in different places just to add that layering gradient effect. Now we're going to go in with the ColourPop eyeshadow in Liberty, and we're going to be placing that on our chest area, kind of right between the collarbone and the shoulders. And I'm placing it using one of the brushes from the Hera 7-piece High Technique brush set from my makeup brush set. It's one of their eyeshadow brushes, so just kind of tapping it around just to add, once again, more of a layering effect. Then we're going to go in with the Pixie by Petra Lash Booster Mascara, and this is in the Blackest Blue shade. And we're going to place that on our upper lashes and on our lower lashes. Then going back into the Beauty Killer palette again, we're going to use Violence, and we're going to place a little bit of the shadow onto our Cupid's bow. So I'm using the the lip brush from the Gemini Beauty brush set and just tapping it there and then around my nose. And then we're also going to do it right underneath of our lip. Next, we're going to go in with the shade Star Power and use the SL Miss Glam Beauty Blush Brush. And we're going to place that where we would normally place blush. Even though we have that contour there, it'll help kind of blend it in and also kind of give us a more blushed look. I'm all about layering all these different colors on top of each other. It just really makes it look more fun and duochrome. Next, we're going to go back in with the ColourPop eyeshadow in Liberty, and we're going to place it on our forehead. I am using the Sigma small contour brush, and I'm also going to place it on my neck and my chest area. You probably can't really see it, but you know what I mean. And we're also going to put it where our contour is, so once again, just kind of spreading out color and adding a layering effect. Then we're going to go back in again with the Beauty Killer palette. I'm so sick of saying that. And we're also going to use Violence, and we're going to place that around our jawline. Just once again adding a layering effect. Oh my gosh, I feel so repetitive during this tutorial, but that's just what this tutorial is about. So I guess we're going to deal with it. Oh look, here we go again. We're going to go back in with the ColourPop eyeshadow in Liberty, and we're going to be, let's see what we're going to do. Oh yes, we're going to place it around that jawline wherever we put the purple shades, just to once again add that layering effect. I think you guys get it at this point, right? To highlight our cheekbones, we're just going to be super bold, and we're going to use that Liberty eyeshadow from ColourPop. So I'm just placing it on with my fingers, blending it in with one of my Sigma brushes, and, you know, then just blending it in with my fingers a little bit, just so it's not too harsh. Then to make this look even more fun, I'm going to use this starfish sticker that I got from Michaels. It's one of their summer sets. I have so many stickers from Michaels that I use for scrapbooking, but they can also be great to add on for makeup looks. So I'm just using some e.l.f. glitter primer just to place the, oh god, I can't speak, Jesus. As I was saying, I put this e.l.f. glitter primer onto the back of the sticker just because the sticker doesn't hold enough, and then I placed it onto my forehead and was pressing down with my fingers. The longer you press, the more likely it will stay. Sometimes these type of things fall off, especially the bigger pieces, so definitely hold for as long as possible. Don't be lazy like me and just like let go immediately. And then we're going to place another starfish right where our collarbone is. We're also going to be placing these jewel stickers that I also picked up from Michael's, and we're going to place this around our forehead, on our neck, just kind of like spreading it out all over our body, just to add more layers, textures, glitter, glam, whatever you want to call it to this look. It just makes it more fun. Also remember that I am using the e.l.f. glitter primer to glue these onto my face. You can use any lash glue, it'll work. You just want to make sure you add enough pressure to it whenever you're putting it on. The sticker itself will not stick. Now we're going to go in with the ColourPop Ultra Satin Liquid Lipstick in the Rabbit and place this all over our lips. I love this liquid lipstick. It's so iridescent, so satiny and pretty. So we're just going to place that all over our lips. Next, we're going to go in with the ColourPop Liquid Lipstick in Buds and place this on the center of our lip, on the upper and lower part. Kind of tap it together just in the center, just to give it more of an ombre effect. Then to add some glitter, we're going to go in with this Wet n Wild Groupie eyeshadow and just tap that onto the center of our lip and then work our way around the lip. For the final touch, we are going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Gloss in Weekend Barbie, just to give us that nice glossy effect, and it also adds more shimmer to the lips. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are going to be for Halloween. I would love to know. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button below. Like this video if you've liked it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!